I am finally live. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, honey. Kiss. Hi, loves, and welcome to the Pink Room Live. Guys, let me know if my connection goes crazy. I had to sign in 2 times. I don't know what's going on tonight. How are you guys? Hello, hello. Hi, Netta. How are you? Hi, Twins Mommy. How are you guys? Hi, Steve-O. Hi, guys. It's Miss Shanda, and welcome to the Pink Room Live. I am your mistress. I am the mistress of the Pink Room. If you are new to the Pink Room, what is the Pink Room? The Pink Room is everything love, sex, and relationships with a little bochinche, which is gossip in Spanish. Guys, I'm a little off because, let me turn my music down. I like to be really on time with my show. When I say 9 o'clock, I literally mean 9 o'clock. And tonight, for whatever reason, the internet was acting up. So I'm hoping that during this live, we don't have any issues. If we do, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know. We had storms today and yesterday, so maybe that has something to do with it. Night of the Venom, way too much gossip this week. That's right. You guys saw that I posted that I would be featuring music of Amy Winehouse because today marks the anniversary of her passing. I'm not sure the years, but she was one of my favorite artists ever. So I wanted to feature her music in the Pink Room Live tonight. Guys, hold on a second. Let me fix my camera. Okay. Hi, Ma. What is it? Mountain Dew? How are you? How are you guys? Yeah, we have a lot of bochinche this week. There's a lot of bochinche. There's a lot of stuff going on. How are you guys doing? How'd your week start? You guys doing good? Are you healthy? Are you healthy? I'm praying for you all. Still hard out here. It's still difficult. So I have had enough distractions. So let's just get into tonight's show. So tonight we're starting with the bochinche from Canada. Now, the CDC in Canada, this is something that's not a joke. This is like for real. These people thought this shit up. They said, the CDC suggests that glory hole sex should be the sex that people are having. I guess if you're not married or in a relationship, you should be having glory hole sex. Now, guys, if you don't know what a glory hole is, you probably don't even need to be in the Pink Room. But a glory hole is basically a hole in the wall that a penis can go through. And they're saying for safe sex, it's just better that way than face-to-face contact, that you should be having glory hole sex, which is ridiculously, I can't even believe that they said that. Night of the Venom, they're very serious. Kid you not. They're very serious. Glory hole sex, this was Canada. I mean, listen, if you're going to have sex during COVID, you need to be using a condom. You need to be using a condom whether there's COVID or not. You should just always practice safe sex. But if you are single and you're out there dating, you're out there doing your thing, you need to be extra careful. You guys do need to know that. And the fact that I may have to remind you is a little scary. But hopefully you guys will know that and you know better. Okay, so the next topic, I've been speaking about this particular person for 2 weeks now, and it's Meg Thee Stallion. As you guys know, Meg was in an incident. Allegedly, August Alsina shot her. Not August Alsina, I'm sorry. What's his name? Oh my gosh, my notes are wrong. What's his name? Y'all pull me together real quick, because again, I'm off my Jacquay shot her in the foot. Hi, dark and lovely queen. So apparently he shot her, and she said it did happen. So I don't know if I need to say allegedly. He did shoot her. So here's the thing. Drea Michelle, who is known from Basketball Wives, Drea Michelle went on as a guest on a podcast and made fun of Meg being shot, basically saying, oh, they must have been in some type of romance or relationship, and he got so jealous, and I want a man to be jealous enough to shoot me. So Meg went on her social media and was like, you stupid bitch. I mean, Tory Lanez, Lord child. I said Jacques. Y'all know I know better. Tory Lanez. I'm sorry, guys. Tory Lanez. I take that back. Tory Lanez. Anyway, she went off on her social media saying, you know, how dare you, you know, what happened to me was traumatic, right? Asia, girl, you see, I'm not all the way together. This blonde wig has me having blonde moments. But anyway, fast forward, Cameron insinuated himself, and made a comment about Meg saying that Tory must have found out that she was a man and shot her. So here again, there's another celebrity going at Meg about what happened, and it's just a sad state of affairs because it's all black people doing it, and this girl has been literally traumatized. You know, think about it as a woman, right? Now, I don't know if they were dating or not. We don't know the whole story. We probably will never know the whole story. But let's just say, for hypothetically, they were dating. Can you imagine getting into an argument with some dude and he shoots you? I don't care if it's in my pinky toe. I don't care where it is. Imagine a man pulling a gun on you. That shit is crazy. Like, for people to think that that's funny, it's disgusting. So Drea Michelle did a public apology and said that in no way did she mean to be disrespectful or take light of what happened. And do I think she means it? I do. I think we just have to be careful with social media, and it gives us a platform to say whatever the hell we want to say, and we have to be careful. We have to be careful and be very mindful of the audience we have. You know, Drea Michelle has millions and millions of followers. And you don't know how many of your followers have been through a domestic violence situation, or even, you know, any type of situation involving guns. You can't make fun of that. Cameron, you would think, again, as a black man, you would feel protective of a black woman. But no, he thought it was a great time to make fun of her. You know, my heart goes out to Meg. I know that she's going through a lot. I'm sure she's going to address everybody that has some shit to say about the incident. But right now she needs to heal. And honestly, maybe I think, you know, like Asia is saying, it's traumatizing. It's very traumatizing. In my opinion, she needs to not even be on social media right now. Because social media will have you fucked up in the head, reading things and comments and people being inappropriate. It does not aid in you getting better. Hi, Shaw. Shaw says people see social media as a way to bully people. Absolutely. Internet gangsters. It's easy to say slick shit and nobody knows who you are, and you're just tapping away, you know. So the Pink Room and Miss Shanda sends our love and healing to Meg Thee Stallion. You're going to be all right, sweetheart. You're a big girl. You're going to be all right. Tamar Braxton and David Edifeso. You know, I turned my music down because, as I stated earlier today, I wanted to talk about this, but I'm going to do it very respectfully, because we know that allegedly Tamar tried to commit suicide. Now, allegedly, okay, her family is saying that she is alert now, and she was moved to a mental health facility where she's going to be getting ongoing care. But tonight, what I wanted to talk about was her, I don't know if they're engaged to be married or not, so I'm not going to say fiance. But Tamar's boyfriend, David Edifeso, Hollywood Unlocked got a hold of the 911 call where he's talking to the 911 operator about his girlfriend taking some pills and not being responsive. Now, here's what was alarming to me. The 911 operator is talking to him, and when he's talking to the 911 operator, he's going into why she took pills. Not that you need to get here, how far away are you? I'm very scared. She's not responsive. He's going into this whole long thing about the company that she works for, or the all this stuff about that we know is WeTV, and going into all this whole explanation about the company, and none of it was anything to do with Tamar. And I just, listening to the call, which was surprising to me that we could even hear that call, because that was so, to me, that's a very private thing. But being that it was put out there, that's why I'm discussing it in the Pink Room. But I was very alarmed by his reaction in telling the 911 operator so much of why she probably did something, and the company, and she felt stressed, and on all this stuff. And for me, it was just a little too much. So I was doing my research, I was reading that Tamar's family is concerned regarding David because they feel he's controlling. And they're feeling a little like, a little, I guess, hesitant about this man. And maybe rightfully so. Tamar, we all kind of know how Tamar is. Tamar is very much known for being the baby of the family. She is over the top. She's willful. She is a handful. But she's still a beautiful woman. She's a talented woman. And Tamar needs to know that she is loved and she is needed here. Now, I don't know what the truth is, but in my feeling is this: the price of fame should never cost you your life. It should never cost you your life. And I'm very concerned in regards to if a network is causing you that kind of pain or causing you that kind of sacrifice. You need to have the strength to maybe walk away from it, or you need to have better people around you in dealing with these networks. You need to have a very strong team of people. And, you know, we know that Tamar was raised in a very faith-based home. You know, her dad was a preacher. He had his own church. We know that Tamar loves God. And we know that she has some spiritual strength to her. Now, what I will say, in my healthcare background, okay, on the 911 call, David said, her boyfriend, David Edefeso, said that she was taking pills for depression, right? What a lot of people don't understand and know is that a side effect to pills that you take for depression, they have a side effect of suicidal thoughts or suicidal tendencies. Have you guys seen commercials on TV where they're talking about a certain medication? It says, be careful, it can cause suicidal thoughts or suicidal tendencies, because those medications work on your brain, your dopamine levels and all that kind of stuff. And for the most part, it's supposed to help you and to lift you. But there are times that it'll cause you to feel suicidal and have those thoughts. So this could be something that I know people were saying, oh, how could she do that? It's selfish to take your life. But if you don't know the full story, you don't need to make a comment, because she could very well have been on a medication that caused her to do this. And that's why it's so very important that she is under a doctor's care. Because again, Even those kind of meds, they have to be regulated. You may be on it for 6 weeks and they need to bring the medication down because of how you're reacting to it. You know, they have to check your blood levels and make sure you're okay. So there's so much that goes into being on medications for depression, right? So we can't blame her for making a decision that may have medically aided in her making that decision and may not be her fault. Okay, so let me get to some comments real quick. Hey, Sherry. Network was disrespectful in revealing certain things. Situation with David is strange. He may be part of the problem. 911 call seemed that he wanted to make sure he wasn't even seen as part. Right, Nisi. Absolutely right. He wanted to be very clear that this ain't about me. This is about them. You know, I don't know enough about the network. Like, I did read that with her new show, Get Your Life on WeTV, that they brought Mona Scott in to work with her. And she had an issue with working with Mona Scott. You know, I do know that We Network, and I believe Mona Scott as well, they put out statements that they wish the best for her and they want her to get well. So again, a lot of stuff is hanging around in the internet. We don't really know the truth. We weren't there. But what I do know as a woman and as a supporter, I want her to get well. And I want her to get strong. I want her to get strong more than anything. Mentally, emotionally, and physically get strong so she can get back to entertaining us, but the right way. Okay. With that being said, Erica Mena, let me put some music to this. You should know the world and all. We're listening to Amy Winehouse, guys. Today is the anniversary of her passing, so I wanted to play some Amy throughout the show. Erica Mena and Safari Samuels. Now, you guys know they recently got married. They have a baby girl. And I saw a story today that there is a tape that was leaked of Erica serving her husband. Take a big sip of my tea. Erica and Safari both have OnlyFans. And on the OnlyFans, Erica uploaded a video of her giving her husband head. So I wanted to know you guys' opinions about that. How do you feel about this whole OnlyFans thing? And do you think couples should be showcasing their sex lives on OnlyFans? First of all, it wasn't leaked. Homegirl uploaded it. And she's charging $50 for you to see her giving her husband head. Now, here's the thing. One thing that I truly believe in, and I'm telling you, Miss Toya Denise said, I want to see it. A lot of us want to see it. Shit, I want to see it. I'm a voyeur. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see this video, okay? But here's the thing. When you're married, should you be doing things like that, right? Should we be looking at you having sex when a couple is married? Or even in a relationship? Every marriage is different. Every marriage is different. Erica and Safari, this is them. This is them, and they're okay with that. They're okay with her servicing him on OnlyFans and people paying to see it. People are in both of their DMs all the time, and they're like, you know what, you want to be nosy? Then get up in here and pay for this. Now, here's the thing. There is a lot of money to be made, right? But how many of us were brought up with the saying, all money ain't good money? All money ain't good money, right? And there's a part of us that we start to get very judgmental, right? Like we get into, Oh, you have a daughter. What if one day your daughter grows up, she's going to ask you, Mommy, why was there, a video of you and Daddy on OnlyFans? Why were you selling that? This is not what you're teaching me, but this is what you're doing. There's so much that goes into that. But I want to say this. Every marriage is different, right? And we could come out and judge it, but every marriage is different. Is that some stuff that I want to do? I mean, I'm going to be transparent. You know how many videos me and Laz have? Do you guys know how many? I have a ton of videos. I can't even imagine the money my videos would make. And it's during COVID crisis. I probably could make some money. But am I willing to sacrifice the respect that Miss Shanda has to the fan base that I have, to the supporter base that I have? No, I am not. No, I am not. But Miss Shanda will not judge what another person is doing. But let me just tell you, I'm going to be honest with you because we're friends. We up in the pink room, and I'm being so honest right now. There is a video that I have of me and Lazarus, and I look at it all the time, and I just be like, Lord have mercy. Y'all need to see this. This is just so good. It is so good. I was like, Sean, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Sean. Is that good? Shaw said, I will not be watching. Shaw, there's some curiosity there. Toya Denise says, yeah, I'd make tutorials for my friends, but the man wouldn't be my husband. Exactly. Listen, my very, very, very close friends, and they're going to crack up if you're on right now. There are times that when I first start dating a person and we've done the do, and guys are always giving their naked pics, I show my friends, and we just laugh and kiki and ha 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 ha. It's hilarious. So that part doesn't bother me, but I have an older daughter and I have a grandson, and I can't imagine them even thinking that I'm on OnlyFans servicing Lazarus. The shit is crazy. That's not something that I want to do. But given who Erica is, and that's their image. That's what they like. That's what they do. They making money. And you do what you do. In the COVID crisis, people are doing whatever they need to do. Yes, Night of the Venom, I do have a grandson. God has been good to me in the looks department. Yes. Toya says, I even share my pics with them before sending them out. Yeah, I do too. I always show my friends. My friends know what I look like. And they know what Zari looks like too. One or two of my friends. Because when we first started dating, I didn't know that me and Laz were going to be serious. I thought, this is a young dude. We're going to have fun together. And we're just going to, vibe out, have great sex, and keep it moving. And that didn't happen. We wound up becoming engaged, but Miss Shanda put him on him, and he was like, can you marry me? Miles just entered the room. Come here, Miles. Come see everybody. Come here. Yes, I do. He's 17. And my daughter is 36. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. One thing you didn't know. Lazarus. Guys, y'all at home with me, so y'all gotta give me a minute. Zari. He gotta come get the baby. The baby is this high now. Miles, can you come here in on my live and see everybody? Come here, baby. Come say hi. Come up. Come up. He don't want to come up. But I don't like Miles in the room with me because Miles hears one little bit of noise and he starts barking. And then everything becomes a shit show and it's just all over the place. But yeah, I mean, Safari and Erica, I want to get Erica in the pink room because I want to talk about her rise from being video vixen to being a wife and a mom. And I kind of want to get her take on how she feels about OnlyFans and displaying that kind of thing on her OnlyFans and what she feels about it. So that might be fun, right? So, getting to another topic. Baby, come say hi to my audience. He walked himself in here. You know you're supposed to be babysitting while I'm on my live. Come say hi to everybody.
What's up, people? It's good.
Honey, I was telling them that when we first met, that I didn't think we were going to be a couple. Like, I thought we were just going to have great sex and keep it moving. And then we just hit it off so well, and I put that thing on you, and then you asked me to marry you.
That thing on me.
Or you put that thing on me.
First off, I didn't have to take ibuprofen the next morning. Ibuprofen. Yeah, we went to the strongest of dosages.
Right. I did have to take ibuprofen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But what was it like? How long was that after?
That you asked me to marry you?
Mm-hmm.
A year?
Dropped a big bag on that ring. I said, "What you want, baby?"
You sure did.
I'm going. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm talking crazy people. I got my tooth.
My baby had his tooth pulled today.
Swole, so I'm all kinds of talking crazy right now.
Yes.
Hey, D, what's up, cuz?
Yeah.
What's good, Real? Tell her what's up. I can't even talk. I'm about to go.
We met on Instagram. He was in my DM, y'all.
Look. Like the rest of you fellas, all I saw was titties, and I said I had to say hey.
All you saw was what?
I saw titties, and I had to say hey. I had to say something. Hey, how you doing? How them titties doing?
These titties is doing okay. They're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was outside. I don't know how mine got in.
That's okay.
But you open the doors.
I gotta get back to my show.
Go ahead. You got her?
Thank you guys. I'm so sorry, but we had a live moment just now. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Erica and Safari. Do you? But Miss Shanda won't be doing that. Okay. So now we gotta get into some shit. Let me turn this music down. We gotta get into Kanye West, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a fan of Kanye West. I'm not. And I'm gonna tell you, it goes deeper than this situation. I met Kanye through my ex years ago. I met Kanye before Kanye was Kanye. And Scoop knew Kanye. He knew him. Scoop was working for Hot 97 back in the day. Scoop used to always interview artists. Like everything that people are doing now, that Scoop used to do that years ago. And he probably should have continued, just never stopped doing that because now it's the thing to do. But he actually went to interview Kanye one time. This Kanye was living in, I don't remember if it was Hoboken or Hackensack. But he went to his apartment to see him, did this interview with him, and he was like, yo, Sean, I'm telling you, this guy is going to blow. He's going to be huge. So he was there at Kanye's inception. So fast forward, when Kanye blows up, he does this concert. I think it was at the Roseland Ballroom, and it was a small thing he was doing, and he had invited Scoop down. We were married at the time, and guess who was there? And no one knew who this guy was because he wasn't famous yet. John Legend. John Legend was there and Common was there. And that was the first night I met Common. And John Legend was there. And John was playing keyboards that night on stage. He was just playing keyboards, right? That particular show, Scoop had brought his son to meet Kanye, because Kanye was like, yeah, come through, bring your son, whatever, bring your wife, you know. So I was able to sit backstage, and I met quite a bit of people. And when my stepson at the time met Kanye, he was so arrogant. And at the time, Kanye's first album was out. His first album was out. So my stepson at the time was so excited to meet him. And he was just so arrogant. And he actually hurt his feelings. And when we got in the car, he was like, he was going to throw his CD in the garbage. So I witnessed a lot of bullshit with him years ago, before he became who he is. So when he became all of this, I wasn't surprised. College Dropout was out. That was out, and that was out. So getting into Kim and Kanye, when you have an episode where you're using your mental illness as a means of control, as a means to deface and demean your wife, to me, that's disgusting. And there's quite a few celebrities that have stated that they feel that this is his way of getting attention because he's coming out with new music. I happen to believe that. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to see some of the tweets that he tweeted out. He talked about, oh, I will never have my daughter doing Playboy. None of my kids would ever do Playboy. Meek Mill, Kim disrespected me. I've been trying to divorce her. You know, all this shit that he's saying about his wife. Now, guys, remember, I knew Kanye when he was with Amber Rose. Y'all remember how he disrespected Amber Rose? Remember he went on Hot 97 and he talked about Amber like a dog and said he had to take all these showers. This is when he was so in love with his wife before they were married. He was with Kim. He cheated on Amber Rose to be with Kim, and he got with Kim and badmouthed Amber Rose. You guys remember that? The whole premise of her slut walk was based on the fact that he was always maligning her and saying nasty shit about her, like she was beneath him. But you was the one that saw her in a strip club and wanted to wife that, and you did. So now, fast forward, now you think it's okay that you're going to malign Kim, throw Playboy up in her face. But back then, when she was doing it, you thought that shit was cute. You thought it was cute when she was half naked on Instagram or wherever else. Now, all of a sudden, her mother is, you know, Kris Jong-un. Let me tell you guys something. My daughter is 36 years old, and I say this with all honesty. My daughter is 36 years old. My grandbaby is 17, right? Let somebody fuck with my kids. Let somebody fuck with my kids. I am so protective of my daughter. It's like she's still 6 years old. So if Kris Jenner acts like Kris Jong-un with your ass, she has every right to, because you're fucking with her kids and her grandkids. You're on social media talking crazy about her daughter. She has every right to defend and protect her children from you. From you. Let somebody fuck with my kids. It's over for them. It's over for them. And he's lucky they're handling it a certain way. They're being real nice and being real respectful to his ass. Because I would have been cussed him out. I would have been on social media like, yes, call me Kris Jong-un. And that's why none of my daughters needed to depend on a man. They could do for themselves. Because quite honestly, your ass went to a whole other level when you got with Kim Kardashian. Your money went to a whole other level when you got with Kim Kardashian. Now, people could say what they want about the Kardashians. I could care less. But I'm talking about as a mother and as a grandmother. You don't fuck with somebody's kids. Period. If I, Miss Shanda, create a dynasty. Let's say I create a dynasty off the Pink Room and I got my kids they got their own businesses and they doing what they need to do. You think I'm gonna let some Negro that my daughter's married to, you think I'm gonna let him come in here and tear the fucking house that I built with my kids? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And here's the thing, you didn't even stand by your tweets. You fucking erased them. You erased the tweets. It came out your mouth. Why don't you stand by what you said? He is full of shit. I'm sorry. He is full of shit. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Kanye West has a problem with respecting women. And it ain't just Kim Kardashian. He has a problem with respecting women. There's a lot of men in this industry have a problem with respecting women. 50 Cent has a problem with respecting women. Kanye West has a problem with respecting women. And of course, a strong woman who has her shit together that you can't manipulate looks like Kim Jong-un to you. Because that's not somebody that the Kanye West machine can affect. Her machine is stronger than yours. So, of course, she is all these things. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Fuck with my kids and see what happened. Y'all already see my nose is flared right now. Let me tell y'all a story. Years ago, my daughter was 14 years old. And she had this friend that she used to always go to this girl's house. And I was kind of leery of this girl, but I was like, it's okay, that's her little friend. Let it be her friend, right? My daughter came home one day, scratches all over her face. I lost my fucking mind. I said, who did it? She was like, Mommy, no, I don't want to tell you. I said, girl, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't tell me who did this to you. So before she can get the full name out her mouth, I was in my car and I drove to that girl's house. This girl got mad at my daughter over some boy and jumped her and her friends. Now, she's supposed to be my daughter's friend. She jumped my daughter with these friends. I pull up into that girl's driveway and the little girl's brother was outside on his bike. He said, Priscilla, Stephanie's mom is here and she's mad, right? I run out the fucking car up to their doorway and their mother came to the door and I said, get out the fucking way before I beat your ass too. I was ready. They had to call the cops. Everybody's ass was getting beat. Even the little boy on the bike. And he's damn near, 10? I wanted to beat his ass too. But I'm just saying, we as moms, we know, don't mess with my kids. And if you don't have children, as a child, as somebody's child, your mother gonna go to bat for you, period. Mess with my child and see what happened. Mess with my child and see what happened. I do got hands heavenly. I do. I really do. And people think that I don't based on this look. But honey, this wig will come off and the Vaseline come on. But yeah, I think Kanye's full of crap. And I don't dismiss him having mental health issues. I don't dismiss that since he lost his mom, he hasn't been the same person. I mean, that's evident. But it doesn't give you an excuse to disrespect your wife publicly. Here's the thing. How many times can a man say sorry to you? Let's think about it. You're on a very public platform, right? Very public platform, right? I'm lucky if I get 500 of you guys on here, okay? But Kim Kardashian has over 100 million followers. Combine her whole family's numbers. Combine all their numbers. You're talking over $200 million. I mean, 200 million, that too. Over 200 million supporters. You think I'm going to allow you to disrespect the brand that my daughter is and that she worked so hard for, that we all worked so hard for because you're going through an episode? And how many times are you going to say sorry? If you want your wife back, you're going to keep saying sorry. What about the stuff you just did? Some stuff you can't come back from. There was some housewife of Potomac that went online and was talking shit about Kim, saying, oh, the Kardashians don't love him, running her mouth, not knowing Kim had a doctor on a plane trying to go help her husband. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do if the person you love doesn't want help? At the end of the day, if they don't want the help, then you know what I need to do? I need to protect me and my children. Period. Period. And you do you. So if she divorces his ass, oh well. Oh well. Let me get to some comments because Miss Shanda was in her feelings a few minutes ago. Twins Mommy says, it's a must, don't touch mines. A little girl came over my house and tried to hit one of my twins with a toy bat, and I lost. Exactly. I'll fight a kid. He needs his ass beat. Exactly. Hi, Margie. Leave his dumb ass alone because he's not worth it. Shaw says she needs to. She do. She needs to protect her and her children. And it ain't even so much about, her money. She gonna be fine. But she got to protect her children. Period. So that's on Kanye. That's all I'm saying about his ass today. I don't know about next week. He may be doing something that I don't appreciate. So tonight I brought up my ex. And those close to me know that there are some things that I still go through that, not in my current relationship, but in my relationship with my ex, that still affect me. So today I did a post and it said, without blaming your ex, what could you have done better? And I thought about that. And one thing that I love to talk about is things that I want to take away from you guys. Yeah, we could talk puchinche. But in learning about relationships and sex, I want to express the word learning. And that really stuck out to me about learning something about your past relationships and what you could have done better. And being an example to you guys, I think about what could I have done better in my past marriage? What was something that my ex could have gotten from me that would have made the relationship better? And I had to think about that. Number one, before I say what that is, it's important that as individuals, and this ain't no man-woman thing, it's important as individuals that we learn to be accountable for our shortcomings, our mistakes, or things we don't know. Because there could just be things that we just don't know. We haven't lived it. We have no experience of it. And then we're in a relationship or a marriage, and that's not something we ever experienced. We just don't know. It is important to understand and know and look at yourself and say, you know what? This is real about me, and I need to change that. And this is something that moving forward, I can't do this anymore. One of the things, because to say that there was only one thing about me that was wrong about me, I would like to think that. But if you were to ask Scoop, he probably would have a list like this, But I think one of the things that I could have done better was my reaction to things. I have always been a very reactionary person. One thing about me is I don't start shit, I will finish it. Like if you're going to start it, I'll finish it. And I can, in the past, though I'm not like that anymore, again, it's one of those things that I learned about myself and that I had to change, is because years ago I dealt with disrespect from a previous relationship. Not only disrespect, but I dealt with a man putting his hands on me. When I got into my relationship with Scoop, I was so reactionary, and so my reaction was always so strong. It didn't need to be a curse word. It didn't need to be me angry for days. It didn't need to be so hard. It didn't need to be so hard. And of course, there are parts of me that were very soft. But if I felt attacked, I was like, I gave it back really hard. really hard. And I had noticed one time we got into it and he says, you know, you curse a lot. And I was just like, oh, I was so taken aback by that. I said, I curse a lot. What are you talking about? He said, your mouth is horrible. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now that I think about it, it was such a red flag because I thought, why am I talking like this? That's not even how I get down. So how happy am I if I'm talking like this? To the point that he's noticing it. So, you know, the accountability is that I had to learn to not bring the pain of something that happened in my past into my relationship with him and how I react to him. You know, I had to learn from that. I had to learn to bring it down a notch. I had to learn to pick my battles. And I've said that numerous times in the Pink Room. You got to choose your battles. Not everything is an argument. Everything shouldn't be an argument. Everything should not be, you know, a dust up. You know, I have learned that happiness is so essential to my mental state of mind. It's so essential to it. I prefer to be happy all the time. I prefer positivity. I don't like bad news. I'm like the bad witch from The Wiz. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. That's me all day. I don't want to hear it. Because I've, you know, certain parts of my life were very difficult, very hard. So now I'm at a state where I don't want any bad news. I don't want to hear it. And not to say, I mean, life is full of bad news. Look at what we're going through right now. But I'm learning to, I've learned to choose my battles. Not everything is an argument. I mean, there are times Laz will say something to me, or there's something that happened that in the past I'll be like, what the fuck is this? What's this shit? Why is the fucking light on in the bathroom? Why is this? And I'm just like, now I just click the light off. And later I'll be like, babe, you want the bill to be 800 next month? Oh, I forgot. Okay. And that's into that. But again, it's choosing my battles. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all can learn something from the relationship, even if somebody did you wrong. Even if someone did you wrong. Hi, Angela. Hi, Miss Shanda. It's been so long. Miss you. Thank you for coming on, my love. Yeah, we all can accept some accountability. It's very, very important to do that and be able to grow. And I say this to my sister all the time because we're very close. And I'll say to her, sis, please tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm feeling this way because you know me, I'm trying to change. Like, I want to be accountable about to what I'm doing here. Am I wrong for this? I am so big on that. I am so big on being accountable to my friendships as well and to my relationships. Like, my friendships with my girlfriends are very important to me, and my guy friends is very important to me. So, and this is another thing I want to say. There was a disagreement one time with me and one of my good friends, and she said something to me that was so hurtful, and I was like, why would you think that I would think that, you know? But I was so happy that we can have a conversation without it being, oh, I'm never speaking to that bitch no more, or fuck her and fuck that. And, you know, I value my friendships with my girlfriends. I don't want to not have a friendship with them. I want to be able to be strong enough in my friendships with my girlfriends as well to say, listen, I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think this is the thing. You know, I don't like the way you said that. Don't do that shit again. Now let's go drink or let's do whatever, you know. Asia says, thank you for your transparency. Thank you, baby. She's like one of my best friends ever. So it's very important to be able to honestly be vulnerable and be transparent. It's important to embody that. Real quickly, because tonight's show went so fast. It's already 9:56, even though I had to start the show late. I wanted to get into two other subjects. But this subject I needed to bring up very quickly. It'll be the last subject of the night. And what I did was I did a post that says, what age did men start looking at you? And I did that because I came across it and I said, wow, it made me think of myself. And I was one of those young ladies that developed early. I had breasts by the time I was 10. And I can remember older men looking at me even when I was 12. And I think what made me talk about it was because of this. Did you see right away I said I developed early? So basically because I developed early, they started looking. Within that statement, somewhere we women feel like it's because of us that they were looking. You can't tell me a grown man can't look at a young girl that's 12, 13, or 14 and not know that that's a child. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm 12 and I have 36D breasts or I have a nice ample behind at 12 years old, a grown, responsible man maybe in his mind would be like, oh my gosh, she's a very, very built young girl, right? But to look at her sideways, that's a problem. That you as a grown man are doing that. And right away, I noticed in the comments, a lot of us women were, oh, I developed early. So somehow we're taking on the responsibility of a grown man being inappropriate. And right there, it starts that somehow our bodies are wrong. Even one girl said she started hiding her body and she started wearing big clothes. Think about how we shrinking ourselves because someone else was inappropriate. And think about that mindset. If we're 12 or 13 or we're even 9 or 10 years old and that mindset, and we bring that into our adulthood, how are we supposed to love ourselves or be in alignment with our bodies? When we learn to develop shame about them. So it was important for me to have this conversation because if you have a daughter, if you're talking to your daughters, if you're talking, even if you don't have a daughter, if you have a goddaughter, if you have nieces, even if you have nephews, it's important to impart in them at an early age about respect. About respect. Listen, again, when I was a young girl in school, in gym class, I would get picked on because my boobies were moving in gym class. Whereas maybe if young boys were taught, don't make fun of girls with breasts in school. That's disrespectful. You don't do that. That's not how I'm raising you. Be respectful. Be respectful. Be respectful. If you ingrain that into your children, and even as far as young girls go, you know, even as moms, I would be interested in knowing why my daughter, why are you starting to wear baggy clothes? What's going on? Take time to develop the friendships and relationships with our children because it's very important in women also identifying and peeling back our layers on any issue that we may be experiencing now, peeling back the layers. Think about how long has it been that you were a shrinking violet with your body? You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I wanted to bring up. I'm so sorry that tonight's show went it went so fast. An hour goes so fast. I tell people that all the time. It goes so fast. And I want to thank you guys as always for coming into the Pink Room. Also too, I have the pleasure and the honor of interviewing Peter Sullivan. If you are a fan of Netflix, there's a movie on Netflix called Fatal Affair. And I was able to get an interview with the director and writer to that movie. And another layer of the Pink Room is what I want to do is interview celebrities, but not always the normal celebrity. You know, we want to talk about Cardi B or this person. No, I was able to get the director of this film. And to me, that was like a huge thing. It's important. I'll be uploading the audio to that interview this week and on my YouTube. So yeah, just enjoy the ride with me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of the show. I will be back next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Pink Room Live. I'm going to go out to this new song. It's called Devil Girl. It's by an artist named Nathan Behar. It's so dope. So I'm going to rock out with you guys. Good night, guys. I love you so much. It's been a wonderful time. Enjoy your weekends. Side note, young men get picked picked on too for having man boobs. See? That's something we got to get into the next show about men and body perception. You guys know that I'm a pro-man woman. I'm always very, very pro-man, and I want to discuss issues that affect you guys as well. Yeah. If you missed the show, I will be uploading it on my IGTV as well as my YouTube channel, so don't worry, you can always come on. Also, too, I will be going live on YouTube tomorrow at 4 p.m. So you can join me live on YouTube there as well. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. I'm supposed to go to the beach this weekend. We will see. Hopefully Laz will be feeling better. I love you. See you next week. Bye, Netta. Bye, Candy Crush. Bye, Steve-O. Good night.